Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This video is going to be all about my pretty huge bookmark collection. I know a couple of people have actually requested that I do this video, and probably some of you are sitting there thinking, are you serious? Is she really doing an entire video about bookmarks? But yes, I am, because I have a hell of a lot of them, and I know I've mentioned that I have a lot of them in some other videos, and every time I post a picture of a particularly pretty or special one on Instagram, I get a lot of likes and comments and people asking where I get them from. They're really cute. Where can they get them to? So I thought I would just go through all of the bookmarks I have. I don't actually kind of keep every bookmark I acquire. I only really keep them if there's just something about them that makes me want to keep them. I don't often buy bookmarks unless I really love it. So yeah, I'm going to get right on into it. So the first set of bookmarks I'm going to show you are bookmarks that I got for free when I have bought books online. So if you guys ever buy books from Book Depository, you might know that every time you buy a book from Book Depository, they normally give you a bookmark with the book when it arrives. So I'm going to show you all of the ones I have from Book Depository first. So this first one is this cute little simplistic drawing of a dinosaur holding a tree, rampaging through a town. I just think that was adorable, so obviously I had to keep it. The next one I have is this one. I don't know when I got this exactly or what the occasion was, but I think that's either like a little black wolf or a dog or something with spotlights on it, and I just thought it was a pretty cool, quirky design. The next one I have is, well, I have two of the same actually, but I absolutely adore this bookmark. I don't need two though, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one, but it is this gorgeous one with a stack of books that says, "There is something incomparably thrilling in first opening a brand new book," and that's apparently from a book called Decline and Fall by Evelyn Waugh, and they're two exactly the same, but I do actually use this one quite often, so yeah, but I don't need two, so I probably should give one of them away to someone that thinks this bookmark is as adorable as I do. The next one I have is this pretty standard Chinese New Year one. So this was obviously, I got this in a year of the horse. I think I got it in 2014, yeah, because that's highlighted. And I just thought it was really cool just to have as a little sort of reference thing if I ever wanted to know what the Chinese New Year was for a specific year. So yeah, I was actually born in the year of the horse as well. I was born in 1990, so yeah, so I guess that's pretty standard, but I wanted to keep it as just sort of more of a reference thing rather than an actual bookmark to use. The next one I have is this pretty cool looking watercolour type affair of a girl wearing a very funky black and white striped hat. And the last one I have is just really adorable, and it's this one of this little girl sitting in a hot air balloon with books flying all over the place above a sort of fantastical looking land. So yeah. And the next two I have are actually from an online secondhand bookshop called Wordery, and I don't know, I haven't ordered from them very much, but so I don't know if they do it with every book they send, but I have two bookmarks from them. So the front is exactly the same. It's an open book with letters and squiggles and things coming out of it, and then on the back of one of them it says, "A book is a device to ignite the imagination" by Alan Bennett, and on the back of the other one it says, "If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking," and that's from Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. The next load of bookmarks I'm going to show you are books that I have got for free, either at book events or they've just been free in bookshops or something like that. So the first one I have I actually got at YALC, the Young Adult Literature Convention that I went to end of July, so very recently, and I got this from Zena Haley, who is one of my favourite booktube friends. I will leave a link to her channel down below. She works for Of Tomes Publishing, which is an independent book publisher set up by Benjamin of Tomes, who is another amazing booktuber. He's very popular, and she works for Ben and Of Tomes, and she was running around YALC with lots of signed book swag for Inherited by Freedom Matthews. I think this is a YA fantasy published by Of Tomes, and so this is a signed bookmark and obviously promotion for that book. The next one I also got at YALC, and that is from My Kind of Book, which is a website, I think, to basically just promote YA and new YA books. It says the place to discover upcoming YA books, and that's a cute little, obviously multicoloured pattern on there. The next one I actually got from Battersea Dogs and Cats Home, because I used to donate to them, and as a thank you quite a few years ago they sent me this really adorable bookmark with cute little dogs and cats on it, and obviously I couldn't get rid of that because it's just adorable. So obviously I've kept it, and I've had it a long time now, and I will treasure it and love it for a very long time. So yeah. The next one I got at a Jennifer Niven signing when I met her, and that is obviously a little All the Bright Places bookmark. So it's got All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven on the front, and then on the back it's got a little summary of what the book is about with a little violet. So yeah, absolutely adore that, and that was just on the table in front of Jennifer Niven when I went to her signing. The next one I got at the first YALC I went to 2 years ago at the Rainbow Rowell signing, and that was a little promotion for My True Love Gave to Me, which obviously Rainbow Rowell is featured in. And so it's got, this was actually before this book came out. This was the promotion for it in the summer before it came out in that following Christmas. So it's got a list of all of the authors in that, and then on the back it's got an extract from Midnights by Rainbow Rowell, which is the short story of hers in that collection. So yeah, and the last one I got for free I got at the Warner Brothers studio tour, obviously for the making of Harry Potter, which is like the mecca for Potterheads. If you adore Harry Potter, you must come to the Warner Brothers studio tour. It's literally 20 minutes outside of North London, and it's amazing. I've been twice, but the first time I went they had these little bookmarks for free at the checkout in the gift shop, so I picked this one up. So it's got a little photograph of Diagon Alley there, and it says the making of Harry Potter, more secrets will be revealed, and then on the back it's got the Hogwarts crest and a little bit about how you can get more out of the studio tour online. So yeah. The next ones I'm going to show you I got in subscription boxes. So this first one I think was from the October Owl Crate. I think this was kind of a Halloweeny type thing, and this is from a company called Adventure Scents, and they had a little bag of scented beads, which was supposed to be, I think it was like a sort of vampire cellar type scent, and it had, and they also gave this little kind of fiery, I don't know if it's a tiger or some sort of big cat bookmark, and then on the back it's got all of the scents that they sell on their website. That's adventurescents.com. The next one I have, I think I got in a recent Nerdy Bookworm box, but I could be wrong, it may be an Owl Crate, and that is promotion for Kenneth Opple's Every Hidden Thing. It says Romeo and Juliet meets Indiana Jones, which sounds very intriguing, and then on the back it has a little kind of colouring in affair, which I obviously haven't done yet, and it's got a quote that says, I went close to you so I could hear your breathing, and I told you you must not die. I told you to live because I'd never felt loved the way you loved me. So yeah. The next one I got in the April Fairy Loot, and that is a quote from The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. It says, never assume you'll have to follow the destiny someone else has spelled out for you. And then on the back it's this lovely kind of purpley blue watercolour abstractness going on. The next one, I can't remember where I got it from. I think it was possibly an Owl Crate, but it's a Maggie Stiefvater Raven Cycle one, and it says she wasn't interested in telling other people's futures, she was interested in going out and finding her own. And then it says the trees speak Latin on the back. So yeah, apparently that's from The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, which I haven't read yet, but it's very, very high on my TBR list, so yeah. The next one I think I got quite a long time ago in maybe September Owl Crate last year, and that is this little Divergent one. So it's got all of the symbols of the Divergent factions on it there, and then on the back it has a $5 coupon, which I did actually use for a website called Whoviandria, who and she sells kind of like bookish merch, so t-shirt and mugs and various other little bookish goodies. So yeah. And the last one I got in January Nerd Block, and that is this gorgeous Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 one, and it's got a little bit of the film roll in it, and I absolutely adore it. I haven't used it yet because I'm kind of a little bit scared of messing it up, so it's got a little certificate of authenticity there to show that it is real, so I just think that's really, really cool. So yeah, I don't know if I would ever use it. I think I might just keep it as like a little kind of nerdy memorabilia type thing. But yeah, I think it's really, really cool. So there we go. The next lot I'm going to show you are little clippy magnetic type bookmarks. So the first one I have is this little Harry one. I know I got this in a subscription box as well, but I can't remember exactly what one. The next one I also got in a subscription box. I think I got it in October Owl Crate, and that is this little witch one. I have actually used this because I always try, and I should have probably said this at the beginning, I do always try to use a bookmark that is kind of appropriate to the book that I'm reading. I don't always manage it because, you know, some of my bookmarks are very, very similar, but I remember using this one for a witchy supernatural book that I read quite a long time ago. So yeah, I mean, I do actually try and do that, and I do normally have like enough choice of bookmarks to be able to do that, but yeah, so she's really, really adorable. I adore her. I think she's from a website called Crafted Fan. So yeah. The next one I also got in a recent unboxing. It was from July's Owl Crate, and that is this one of the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland. Look at her cute, adorable, angry face, and then on the back it says, the Queen turned crimson with fury and began screaming off with her head, which is obviously from Alice in Wonderland. And the next three I got are just adorable, and I love them, and they are from craftedvan.com, and I think I got them with a discount that I got in an Owl Crate for them, and I think it's called the Fantasy Collection or something, and all three of them came together, but look how adorable they are. So you've got the little wizard, the little dragon, which I've used a lot. I used that for when I was reading the Game of Thrones, the A Song of Ice and Fire series. So he's been in loads and loads of books already. And this adorable little unicorn. I absolutely adore that whole entire set. I think it's called the Fantasy Set on craftedvan.com. So if you want to pick these up, hopefully they do still have them, because it was a little while ago I got them. So yeah. And the last set of bookmarks I'm going to show you are bookmarks that I have actually bought. So I actually paid money for all of these because I thought they were just beautiful and had to have them. So the first one I got a long time ago from an Etsy shop called My Bookmark, and it says books make me smart, and then the bit that sticks out of the book is a set of polar bear feet, and they've got a lot of other feet to choose from, lots of animal feet. They've also got people feet, they've got book character feet. I've seen the witches from the Wizard of Oz feet, and giant feet, and all sorts of feet sticking out of book type bookmarks, and I just absolutely adore it. I really actually want to get a cat one of these as well. So yeah, and I think you can choose what this says as well. I think it's like a choice of 2 or 3 messages, and for some reason I chose books make me smart. So yeah. The next one I got at the theatre gift shop for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. So it is obviously a Harry Potter and the Cursed Child bookmark, and it's pretty much the same on both sides. I will obviously be using this when I get round to reading the script and reliving the story once again. So yeah. The next one I actually got from a booktuber who I discovered a long time ago. I'm not even sure if she's still making videos or if she's under a different name, but I know she doesn't make bookmarks anymore, which is a huge shame. And this is actually the banner for my YouTube channel. So it says my name there, and the Etsy shop I think was called Designed by Emily. So it's simply Emily's Designs, it says there, and that was the logo, but I don't know if it is still running. Maybe have a check on Etsy to see if it is, but it's got my name, and I had to basically give her a list of all of my interests, and she kind of just generated this really adorable bookmark, and I've used it loads. So it's got some of my favourite quotes around it. It's got obviously pictures from my favourite fandoms, so it's got my favourite Stephen King quote, which is "Monsters are real and ghosts are real too. They live inside of us and sometimes they win." It's got a Mockingjay there with Katniss saying, "You are the Mockingjay, Katniss." It's got an Eleanor and Park symbol. It's got "Maybe okay can be our always" from The Fault in Our Stars. It's got obviously pizza, because I love my pizza. It's got Harry flying on the snitch, and then it says books are proof that muggles can do magic, and then it's got Sherlock and Watson and Moriarty from Sherlock, because I absolutely adore Sherlock. Every fairy tale needs a good old-fashioned villain, Taylor Swift, and a little typewriter. So yeah, she couldn't fit all of the things that I listed for her, because obviously I would have loved some Supernatural on there and possibly something to do with cats, but you know, it's an adorable, adorable bookmark, and I absolutely love it, and I've used it loads, as I've said. So yeah, it's definitely a bookmark that has been worth the investment that I put into it. So yeah, the next two I got from a quite recently actually, and I know I've showed them on my channel, they've been on my Instagram quite a lot, from a Etsy shop called Bookmarky. So you guys can obviously look those up. And there it is an Eleanor and Park one, which I just absolutely adore. I cannot get over the beauty of this bookmark. It has obviously the little book dangling down and the little mixtape, and it's got quotes and images from the book all over this gorgeous, gorgeous bookmark. And they weren't that expensive, and they came so fast as well. They're an amazing, amazing website. And I also had this Throne of Glass one from them as well. It's got a sword hanging down, it's got a little stag, silver stag there, and again it's got quotes and maps and just lovely Throne of Glass awesomeness all over it. The next one I got from the British Library exhibition of 150 Years of Alice in Wonderland. So that is just this one of the Mad Hatter and the flamingo saying we're all mad here, and it's the same on the other side. Lovely, lovely exhibition, by the way. If you are Alice in Wonderland fans and you are ever in London, I think it's running until possibly the end of this year, so have a look in. It is really, really good. It's got a lot of the original copies of it. It's got a lot of first edition. It's got a lot of letters from Lewis Carroll to his peers and things like that talking about it. So really recommend it if you are an Alice in Wonderland fan. And the last three I have are from a designer who I found on Instagram quite a long time ago, and she makes these wonderful, wonderful wooden bookmarks, and these are the only 3 wooden ones that I have, but I am so tempted actually to buy some more from her because they're such good quality and I really, really love them. And they are 3 Harry Potter ones, obviously Harry, Ron and Hermione. And they're just gorgeous. They really are. She is called Lily Tales, so have a look for her on Instagram. But she doesn't, I don't think the shop is called that, and I can't remember what the shop is called. But if you look her up, Lily Tales, so you can see it there on Instagram, you will be able to find her gorgeous, gorgeous wooden bookmarks. So yeah, I think you can probably see them all quite clearly there. So I absolutely adore them, and obviously she's got a lot of others. So yeah, and that is it for my bookmark collection. I knew this would be a long video, and I knew that I would be here quite a long time talking about probably something that's quite mundane to a lot of you, but I love bookmarks, obviously, as you can see. I didn't actually count them, so I have no idea how many bookmarks I just showed you, but they are all the bookmarks that I have right now. So obviously I will leave a link to all my social media down below. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye bye.